Denise Lowe. I reside at 227 Holly Hill Street, and I'm here to speak as kind of a carry forward from last month's meeting, and some of, I guess, prior to that. I came in town hall the last Monday before our last month's meeting, and offered our commissioner, Mr. Smith, any information he might need to help with the cemetery on any contractors, any other numbers, and he said that he was fine. Told him I assumed it would be hard to come into a position having not been a commissioner before, I'm assuming. Or it would be for me, I would want to take as many classes as probably as good, and did he know that there was classes he might could sign up for so that he would be aware of what he couldn't do. And at that point, he said he was aware of a class in April. At that point, I then asked about our paint that we talked about at the last meeting, and had it been returned. And I was told, so that I just don't shock everybody with the F words, I will just refer to them as effing. So I was told that I was the only effing person that was concerned about this, even though we had a whole room full of taxpayers that were concerned about cemetery and what was going on with it. And then he also stated that he could F and talk to me anywhere he wanted to, and he could F and talk to me anywhere he wanted to. So, with that being said, I looked at a code of ethics that is in a town policy book that's kept in our town hall underneath the counter and sometimes I guess on a road. And it gives like 3 pages, signed by Mayor Shaw and at the time Ms. Leisner, of what our mayor and commissioners go by as far as ethics. And it says that a mayor and commissioners may be able to act in a manner that must be able to act in a manner that maintains their integrity and independence, yet maintains a responsibility to the interests and needs of those they represent. It also goes on to say that the mayor and commissioners must always remain aware that at various times they play different roles as advocates, as legislators, as decision makers. I'm not going to read the whole thing verbatim. If you haven't read it, it's in the book. The mayor and commissioners must be aware of their obligation to conform their behavior to standards of ethical conduct that warrant the trust of their constituents. Each official must find within his or her own conscience the touchstone by which to determine what conduct is appropriate. The mayor and board members should avoid impropriety in the exercise of their official duties. Their official actions should be above reproach. Although opinions may vary about what behavior is inappropriate, this mayor and board of commissioners will consider impropriety in terms of whether a reasonable person who is aware of all the relevant facts and circumstances surrounding the elected official's action would conclude that the action was inappropriate. So what I'm here for tonight is just plain and simple. I'd like to have a public apology and a resignation from Mr. Smith. And Mayor, you know, at the last meeting, you are the face of this town. I would have hoped that you would have offered an apology when he couldn't attend the meeting.
Can I address that comment?
I
I wasn't here the night, the afternoon of the confrontation. I don't go on hearsay. But I told Ms. Lowe, I don't owe you an apology. Now, I'm not going to apologize for any actions of any member of this board. They're grown men, grown ladies. You deal with them, if it had been me, I would address that situation with you. But right now, I don't feel as though I personally owe you an apology, because you and I haven't had that conversation. You called me and was gonna come to my office and talk to me, and you never showed up.
That
And
has
now all of a
nothing to do
sudden,
with
I owe
this.
you an apology.
No, that's another whole subject.
So, ma'am, I will not apologize for asking the
Well,
right
Danny,
question.
I didn't really expect you to
Well, thank
tonight,
you.
because you know what? You had other witnesses in the office, if you cared to inquire about it.
I was there. I waited outside because there was 3 commissioners in there, and I did apologize for what happened
Yes,
that
sir,
day.
you did. Thank you.
I told you after the fact, I said, I hate that it went down like this, and I wish it hadn't. I'm not excusing Adam's action for what happened that day, but everything's not been, Denise cussed too, that day. She used the effing word too.
Was
But-
that before or after?
It was after, it was after, but she cursed too, and there's
Her-
more.
Her
Vicky,
actions
can I
were
finish, please?
in
Can I
response?
finish, please?
She was
Can I-
responding to
Can I
another
please
person.
finish and then? I'm not excusing Adam's actions or anything. But what I'm saying, there's more to this whole story than everybody knows.
Okay, let me finish.
Wait,
It's
wait a
my
minute.
story.
It's
It's my time.
Can I finish?
Go ahead.
And yes, I hate it happened and stuff, but
And I
it's,
appreciate you saying that today, that it did happen.
Mhm.
And yes, when I did leave, much to my dismay, I did say something to him. Because I felt like then, after all of that, I mean, if you don't have anything to hide, it shouldn't bother you to ask a question, especially by a taxpayer that's money is buying what has started your home, other things that have not even been, I don't know, returned. Is there anything else? Maybe you can give it in your cemetery, but I'm not gonna go there tonight. This is what I came for. This is what I felt like I deserved, and I don't think if your Aunt Nancy or anybody else walked in the office, Danny, or anybody that went to your church had been talked to in this manner, you don't think you wouldn't be apologizing, but that's okay.
I don't think you need to bring my church into this conversation. You're talking about
I'm
something
giving you
that
an
happened between
example.
you and the commissioner, not between you and the mayor, but between you and the commissioner.
It doesn't matter, you're the face of our town, you always want somebody to call you and talk to you. I called you and I talked to you and I told you what happened, it doesn't make it right. Yes, sir.
Denise, I apologize for my actions. I just felt like I was being personally attacked by you, and I am sorry. You're my neighbor. You can always talk to me. I told you that from day one.
Thank you for your apology.
And since he apologized to you, I'll apologize for his actions, not for mine, but for his actions.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now, we'll move on. Citizen concern, Ms. Marjorie Casey.